What up, though, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to Table for Two with Mike and Cherie. I'm Mike.
And I'm Cherie. Our show is about serving up laughs, love, and leftovers from last night's argument, helping you survive love, one story at a time.
One story at a time. At Table for Two, we start the pod with a little shade, a lot of laughs, and the real truth about making love last from those not tonight moments to, oh, that was your fault moments. And everything in between is usually her fault, though. Just want to put that out there.
Every time.
We're not therapists. We're just a couple chasing happiness, learning as we go, and having fun along the way. So pull up a chair and let's get into it.
Today's episode is part one of a 5-part series, the 5 stages of relationships and or how relationships evolve. Let's talk about the first stage. This is the one everybody loves, the honeymoon stage.
What's the honeymoon stage?
It's lovebird stage. It's the one everybody loves. It's when you see bubbles and you see clouds and balloons and stars and
Dolphins and rainbows.
And at the same time you can't see anything.
What you mean, like red flags?
Nothing. So we'll get to that part. The first stage of the honeymoon stage is the romantic relationship.
I like the romantic part of the relationship.
Everybody.
That's when everybody's kind of like
everything's perfect,
kissy and huggy and touchy feely and on the phone all night.
No matter what you do, you're still perfect. Right?
Do people still be on the phone all night? Like, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
No, 2 hang up.
1, 2. Oh, you ain't hang up.
Oh my God.
Oh, I miss them days.
Nobody does that.
Days.
Everybody texts each other and says, all right, I'm going to text last. No, you text last. No, I'm going to text last.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I don't think they do that.
I'm not sure.
Wild.
Nobody. Nobody talks on the phone anymore. Seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
But the first parts, honestly, of the honeymoon stage is the high passion, the attraction, and affection. Rose-colored glasses, and everything feels perfect, just like we talked about.
How long would you say that phase lasts, the honeymoon phase? How long would you say it lasts?
I think typically it can last from about 6 months to 2 to 3 years, depending on the couple. And I think it depends on how much time you spend together. So I think it kind of varies.
I feel like it lasts like, I'm still on a honeymoon with you. Like, every day is a honeymoon with you.
Obviously, me being the person who perpetuates the honeymoon stage, not you. But anyway, I do believe you when you say that. And I think that this is a real podcast. And so we're going to continue on with the negatives and the positives about the honeymoon stage. What do you think? Let's start with the positives.
Everyone seems to, a lot of people look down on the honeymoon stage.
Because they feel it's probably not real.
Yeah, they feel like it's not real. Like, this person's too good to be true. Or they haven't, seen any red flags. So, and, they say, oh, well, that's just a representative showing up in that first 6 months or whatever. Right? Which I learned from you. I used to date y'all, and she would be like, you got to wait and see what that person's representative is like after, so long, because people change on you. As it turns out, she was right. So, anyway, in a whole lot of ways.
Shade thrown.
All right, so let's talk about
shade. You owe me an apology.
Oh.
The positives of the honeymoon stage.
All right, so let's talk about the positives that happen in the honeymoon stage. You go ahead.
I think there is a lot of bonding that happens in the honeymoon stage. There's strong bonding because you don't have any types of hesitations. There's been nothing that has been egregious. There's no trust issues. So you're just kind of telling everything. It's the get to know you stage. Let's talk about family. Let's talk about values. Let's talk about what we want to see in our partner. It's like the surface quote deep stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's like supposed to be deep, but at the end of the day, it really is just surface. It has nothing to do with like stage 2.
Mm, mm, mm,
And I think everybody's putting their best foot forward. So if there is something in the honeymoon stage
mm,
that bothers you,
mm.
you'll kind of just blow past it because you want it to work, I think.
So some people do see red flags during the honeymoon stage, but they kind of ignore those flags
Uh-huh.
because
I think so.
the good outweighs the bad, or they're just on cloud nine at that point in the
I mean, you're
relationship.
still feeling butterflies. So yeah, cloud nine,
Mm,
butterflies.
mm,
Both people are putting their best foot forward.
mm-hmm.
So
So
yeah.
what other positives would you say happen in the honeymoon stage?
You're building a foundation for love. You're building foundation for a future. You're building on a significant part of what you hope the relationship will lead to in the
Mm-hmm.
future, right?
What about sex? You didn't mention sex at all.
What do you mean?
I mean, in the honeymoon phase, there's a lot of sex, right? I mean,
There's definitely that.
okay, well, let's
I've
talk
heard
about
about
it then.
that.
Like,
Yeah,
don't
that's
try
true.
to. I mean,
That's true.
that's the thing. I'm sorry, fellas. I had to bring that up for us. You know what I'm saying? Because she's just gonna skip over it. Like, sex ain't a thing. Like, it don't matter.
Well, that's definitely a part that might be there might be a lot more of that in that stage for sure.
Exactly,
Yeah,
because it
that's true.
dies off. It's like the Dow Jones. You know what I'm saying? It's up and down.
Depends on who you're with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on who you're with.
Hmm.
Now let's talk about the negatives of the honeymoon stage.
Um,
What do you think there? What can you think of?
I think that in that stage, like we talked about, you can overlook red flags because you're on cloud nine, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things that you may just overlook that if you were to be speaking to one of your homies, you know, if one of your homies told you that they were overlooking a specific red flag, you'd be like, boy, that's crazy that you're overlooking that red flag, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you tend to do that because everything else seems like it's good. And maybe it's not in your top five things of red flags,
That's what I was gonna say.
right?
I
Maybe
was
it's not
gonna
one of
say I
your
think it
priorities.
depends
Yeah.
on the red flags are I think depending on each person and what
Hmm.
they can and can't deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about deal breakers in the honeymoon stage? Do people overlook those or do they tend to make exceptions? Or do you think depending on how they're getting along with that person, they'll overlook one of their real deal breakers?
I think it depends on how old you are and how much experience you have in relationships. Because if you know, in your early 20s and you haven't dated that much, you might
Mm-hmm.
fall for some okie doke stuff, which
Mm-hmm.
is to be expected.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when you get in your 30s and your 40s,
Mm-hmm.
you already know you've been in a few relationships, right? So you know what you're willing to deal with and what you're not willing to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes for men and women, right? So you see some red
Yes.
flags and you just take off running the other way because you've been there, you've seen that before. You're not trying to deal with that.
I do think also too as a woman, one of the things that a lot of people do, women more so I think than men, is they completely forget about all their friendships. And they tend to gravitate more towards that person. I think at the beginning it is kind of, you may hear from your friends a little bit less because you're enthralled in this new relationship and you're trying to get to know each other, which is, I guess, okay. I like to see balance. I've always been
So,
a very balanced person when it came to making girlfriend time and making time for my person.
mm,
Hmm.
so with women, you see a lot of times they get a new man and
They forget about their girlfriends.
yeah,
They completely
the
forget
group
about you.
chat goes silent.
You don't hear anything from them anymore.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
no hanging out anymore. No making time, and I think that's again a part of the honeymoon stage because if you're not sharing with somebody else, then you're just looking through your own lens, which I don't know if that can always be trusted.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we don't really do that. I don't think. I mean, I'm sure there's some guys that do it, but
Hmm.
my guys don't do that. Like, if they're in a relationship, we still gonna talk and we still gonna hang out and do the things that we're gonna do,
Hmm.
so that we don't lose our individuality.
Hmm.
And that, I mean, you know, you do have to have that balance, though, right? You
Hmm.
spend time with your girl, you spend time with your homies. But I don't. I feel like we're pretty good at that.
Well, that's good. You're
Yeah.
fortunate. Okay. So why don't we talk about some real life examples of some things that happen in the honeymoon stage? Just like a few specifics. What do you think, if you could name some?
Hmm.
What are you doing at the very beginning? What are you doing all day, every day?
Talking and texting.
Texting, calling, texting every 5 seconds. I'm thinking about you. I'm wondering what you're doing.
How was work? Blah, blah,
What color
blah.
did you have on? Send me some pics.
Right. What time did you go to bed last night? Let me see how your hair looks today. You know what I mean? Like all that kind of lovey-dovey.
Right.
Yeah.
So, in talking about the evolution of a relationship,
Oh, and a lot of sex.
that
What?
part. And talking about, we're talking about communication. And talking about the evolution of the relationship, how do you think that impacts the second stage? Because you're going to go to the second stage of the relationship. How do you think that impacts it? In terms of the relationship evolving to that part 2.
So when it becomes like like normal after that, 6 months in our situation, 10 years and running, we still on our honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm lying.
Well, we do still text.
Yeah, we do text throughout the day though.
Yeah, how's your day?
Yeah.
Not like we used to.
Once though, like in the morning,
Not like we used to.
But it's like we got a radar or something because around 10:30, 11, that text goes out.
But how did it start though? We would, but we weren't living together, so we would talk in the morning.
Yeah.
Every morning, on your way to work, on my way to work, we would.
You definitely was my car drive to work.
Correct. Same. Then we would text at like 10:30. How's your day going? Right. If you made a stop, you would call me. Yeah. Then if you made another lunch stop, you would call me again. Then sometime around the afternoon, you would ask me what I had for lunch or how my day was, literally. And then on the way home, we would talk again.
Wow.
We would like talk again. Like, I don't know, that's like 7 times a day.
Oh my God. I guess we did go through a honeymoon phase. Because now I talk to you at 10:30 and I'm good till I get home. I'm straight, bro. Like, I don't even call her when I get in the car. I'll be listening to podcasts.
And so not only did that, I was like, wait a minute, what happened? I literally was like, wait a minute, what happened? Why doesn't he call me anymore? And I think I even brought it up, but really, at the end of the day, how much do you have to talk about when you have been knowing somebody for 2 to 3 years, unless you guys are having problems, and then you're not talking at all during the day. So then that's that part. So when that happens, one of the partners may feel hurt. They may feel like you don't love them anymore, or they may feel like the love is dying down, which I think you kind of go through some feelings like that. I don't think I did.
Like when the texts slow down.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I remember one time I think we talked about it, and I mean we both kind of noticed it, but we were like, man, we used to text all day, every day, but it's like nothing else to talk about. Once you get past that initial stage of kind of knowing each other, it's like you got to save something to talk about.
It's true. You have to build up something so that way when you get to the house, you can like have something to.
I mean, well, this is even before we moved in together.
Well, yeah. I mean, even if it's the next time I see each other, like,
yeah,
I got to save something so we got something to talk about.
Horrible.
Right?
Yeah. So at the beginning, depending on who you are, you might want to kind of reel that in, set the standard for communication so that when it does change, it's not like a crazy change, and maybe both of you can agree on what that looks like or maybe why that's happening. Say, well, we don't talk as much because it's just nothing much to talk about.
I don't want to just sit on the phone with
you. Yeah, that's true. But
I mean, you wouldn't say that, but that's the reality of it, though.
You don't say it like that. That's not nice. Yeah. But if you don't do that, it's going to create an unrealistic expectation of life getting busy, or like really at the end of the day, constant check-ins. It's not really sustainable, especially if you work all day, or if you're, I don't know, just having real life, right? Yeah. It's not sustainable. So that is how it impacts the second stage.
Well, one of the other things that gets impacted, right, in my opinion, is the big spending and the spoiling. So in the beginning,
that didn't happen with me, so it's fine. I didn't get used to that.
There's no spoiling.
No big spending here.
I think I was spending big major coins on you, bro.
Expensive dinners, gifts, weekend trips. You were doing that kind of stuff?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, expensive dinners because I'm getting something out of it. I'm going to take you to dinner because, I'm going to get some dinner.
I'm not a super gift person, so you can't even say that. I was like, don't even spend your money. Don't even spend your money on that. So don't even.
Wasn't on the gift.
I would definitely, we definitely took a couple of trips and stuff like that, but like it wasn't excessive. And all of the dinners weren't. I would go out on.
Why would you say it's
not
excessive?
I would go out on a Groupon. I would go out on a Groupon though. I said
Hey, up top though, you was a Groupon chick.
I was.
Ladies, y'all need to become Groupon chicks for real. Listen, don't downplay a man that's frugal with his bread.
Right.
Right.
Because then
why would I pay like $100 for a meal when I can use a Groupon and get that same meal for $65?
Well, used to. They don't have any good Groupons anymore.
I know. But when they did, what was the problem with that? I don't understand.
Because people don't like that. It makes them feel like you're cheaping out. But I didn't care.
It doesn't. It just means that I have more money to take you on another date next week or tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
y'all gotta stop that, man. That's crazy. Wow. Let me know in the comments if y'all would date a dude that uses Groupons. Because to me, that means that dude is, you know what I'm saying, a good saver and he's savvy with his bread. To y'all think he's broke.
Frugal.
Yeah. Right?
Well, if you start off crazy and you're going to super expensive restaurants, when you get to stage 2 and the budget tightens up a little bit, they may feel like you don't love them the same, or that maybe your money is going elsewhere when in fact you was just running up the credit cards. Yeah. It's not a realistic long-term situation, and it creates disappointment later, because I feel like you're going to want to impress at the beginning, but you need to present somewhere in the middle so that it can level out and there can be some normalcy without feelings being hurt. Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah.
That's why I bought you like one gift a year when we first got together, because I wanted you to get used.
So now I get, guess what? One gift a year.
Happy birthday.
That's terrible, bro.
I mean, it's not your love language, so.
Oh, you're a horrible person. So let's just leave that there.
It's not your love language, okay? These are episodes that we'll come to, actually. So one thing I can think of that's very important and has been lots of topics for discussion, like we talked about in our previous podcast, was always looking your absolute best.
Yeah.
Right? During the honeymoon stage, your hair is always done, outfits on point, always have cologne and perfume on every time. Nobody says that.
What y'all be
Uncle.
Saying? Lady.
Every time you link up, you're always together. Every time, even if it's like a quick, like, hey, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you make sure you put a little blush on or whatever. But the way that impacts the second part of the relationship is that when you come with the bonnets and the sweatpants and maybe no makeup, then one of the partners, i.e. Mr. Montgomery, feels like you don't put forth any effort.
Right.
And they want to see glam, and they don't understand, even though you've been in a relationship for 10 years.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I thought we were talking about second phase. You're talking about phase 85.
No. We're talking about how this honeymoon stage impacts the second stage, because this is a 5-part series.
I know.
Okay?
But you're right, though, because, in the beginning, I mean, I still get I can't lie, bro. I still stay fly, bro. I put it on, I keep my hair cut, I put the cologne on.
Which is why he has his hat on tonight.
I'm having a bad hair day.
Exactly.
Everybody's deserved, but you know what? It's not a bonnet, though. And that's the thing. Well, y'all put on bonnets because it's a protective thing, so I'm not even going to get into that. Y'all probably saw that on the other episode.
Stay focused.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm having a bad hair day, and I'm allowed one bad hair day.
The good part about that is, in the beginning, in the honeymoon stages, is that you get that great spark. You're like, oh, my person's always on point. They take care of themselves, which I do believe is true. But the bad part about that is that if you expect that 24/7 in the future, it's going to set up arguments like glam versus jammies, which is what we already talked on. Yeah, it's going to set up issues like that, because you're going to always
expect. You're like, damn, in the beginning, you was always, you was always fly or whatever, on fleek.
Oh my God, Uncle.
Yeah.
We're talking about though the evolution of the relationship, because of that, the relationship absolutely has to evolve. It's going to evolve in good ways, meaning positive ways emotionally, but it's also going to evolve when it comes to the physical part as well.
That's true.
So that's just a part of it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Nothing stays the same forever.
It doesn't.
Except for your beauty, babe. Always so damn beautiful. Oh,
thank you.
She'd be killing me, y'all. She's so pretty. Okay, my bad. I love her. I'm sorry, I love you.
Okay.
And I'm mad at her.
Ignoring red flags. Moving on. I have to keep this man on point.
All right.
Okay, we're trying to keep this where people want to watch it a little bit.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
All right. What else is a part of the honeymoon phase? We already kind of touched on it a little bit.
Oh, ignoring red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So during the honeymoon stage, overlooking problems such as jealousy, controlling habits, or family drama can have a huge impact on the second part of your relationship because those red flags are just going to get bigger.
Yeah, but what if you really like this person a lot in that second stage and they have controlling habits? Or, okay, controlling habits, I can see that being like, that's just a definite no. But what if there's like some family drama? But everything else is perfect in that.
So I think it depends on what the family drama is. So the second stage impacts those red flags. And in the second stage, it becomes bigger problems, right? And the good part about that is that the love bond makes you more willing to work through those issues. What you ignored in that first stage, though, in that second stage, become unbearable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is how ignoring red flags impacts.
See, that's where the honeymoon stage sets us up sometimes for success.
Right.
Sometimes it sets us up for headache, right?
So at the beginning, it could be sweet, lovely, butterflies like we talked about before, but that thing can quickly turn sour. It can turn to flies and rodents.
Sour watermelon.
It can turn bad real quick.
Ain't enough sugar to put on that sour watermelon and get it back together.
And not. So we have to manage our expectations at the beginning. Try to be as real as possible, but at the end of the day, like honeymoon stage is just a real thing.
But it's so good.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. A good stage.
It's amazing, but sometimes you look back on it and you're like, dang.
But sometimes look back on it and be like, oh, we need to get back to the honeymoon
I like
stage.
that. We have to do an episode on that.
Yeah, sometimes you like,
we have to do an episode.
Babe, I want to get back to where we were.
That's
and then
true.
You make that concerted effort to get back to where you were.
I like that.
You
I like that.
can never reclaim that whole 6-month, honeymoon phase. It's like that first hit of, drugs or whatever.
Yeah. Endorphins are crazy.
Yeah, dopamine.
Dopamine, yeah.
All that. You can't get that all the way back, but there's certain things you can do, and we'll talk about that.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll be talking to her about them things.
He does.
She be doing them.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like it.
If she feels like it. That's how much she cares. That's exactly how much she cares. If she feels like it.
Well, it's a matter of control. I mean, that's the problem. Honeymoon phase. No. I ignored a red flag, and now here I am.
All right.
Being told what to do all the time.
All right, y'all. Let's get into one of our favorite segments. Y'all know what time it is. We're going to get into The Truth Comes Out.
The truth comes out.
All right. So I'm going to let you go ahead and ask the first question because it's probably something crazy.
Who started texting less after the honeymoon stage? You or me? Or did we kind of make a concerted effort and agree that maybe we didn't text? I don't know. We probably.
I'm gonna say probably you, because I still love you like the day I first, fell in love with you. So.
But you don't text me all day, and sometime when I would text you, you wouldn't answer my text messages. Remember?
Be busy.
Okay, so then let's just be honest.
Okay.
It's okay.
Right. I'm gonna say it's probably. I'm gonna say it's probably a tie. Okay. I don't know exactly when the turning point was. Probably I was mad at you, or you was mad at me, and then the text messages kind of went, down to like 20%.
We don't text each other when we're mad or check in.
No, we still check in.
No, we don't.
We don't check in when we're mad.
No.
It's no reason to check in if we only been mad for like a work day, because I'm coming home to you. But if we weren't together, that would be different. Like,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? I would definitely check in with you. It'll be like a good night, exclamation point, devil. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Good night, you she-devil. And then that would be it.
Horrible.
All right. Who was quicker to switch from date night outfits to sweatpants?
You. Because it takes me longer. It takes me longer to take off my date night stuff.
But
is that what?
That's not what I mean by the question.
What is it?
So, you know what I'm saying. Okay,
don't.
so if we go out on a date or something, come back to the house, who's jumping in their sweatpants quicker? Who taking their clothes off and throwing their heels across the room and getting all comfy as soon as we get back?
Well, when you said the word heels, it indicated that it was me. So
Oh, okay.
I guess that's
But you know what I'm saying.
So you're saying that you sit around in your date night clothes and just be chilling on the couch?
I'm just saying, right when we get home, like as soon as we get home, I'm not like peeling everything off and like, oh, that was a good steak. Let me put my sweatpants on.
Okay. Well, there might be some truth in that.
There is some truth in that.
There might be some truth in that.
Y'all, 30 for 30. All right, go ahead. You got the next one.
Who spent more money trying to impress in the beginning and still hasn't been reimbursed?
Me?
As it should be.
Whole life savings down the drain.
As it should be. It's not down the drain. It absolutely paid off. What do you mean?
What? It's down the drain, son.
So dumb.
No, it paid off, baby. I appreciate you for real.
Okay. Thank you.
My dog.
Thank you.
My dog, for real.
All right. One more last question.
All right.
Which red flag did we ignore in the beginning and now we laugh about? I'm probably not laughing about it, but.
Which red flag did we ignore in the beginning and now we laugh about?
Probably blended family stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would say that. Blended family stuff. But at the time, we didn't even know about that or what it looked like, or it was just something we dealt with, right?
While we were
struggling
through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, blended families, that's a big one.
We're going to wait to bring that up on our podcast.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on another episode.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, what is
like I won again.
What is the? It's not about winning or losing. We're on the same team here.
All
okay.
Right.
Stage is absolutely a start. It is the best part of the relationship. It's the launch pad to the foundation of the relationship. Mm-hmm. Right. The key is transitioning into stage 2.
3.
Okay. So the honeymoon is the absolute best stage in the world. It's the launch pad into the future. Mm-hmm. It's everything amazing plus some butterflies, right? But at the end of the day, we do need to make sure that we transition into stage 2 with honesty, balance, and most importantly, realistic expectations. So in ending, let's not mourn the end of the honeymoon, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to continue to create little mini honeymoons in the relationship. And that's how we keep it together. I love mini honeymoons too.
Because love just ain't butterflies. It's about building a home those butterflies want to land in.
Oh, I like that. A little safe space for the butterflies.
Dope.
Okay. Because those butterflies do not be landing in a safe space after stage 2 starts.
Like that song by Brian McKnight, Back at One. We got to get back at one, y'all. For sure.
Okay, y'all, we want to hear from you. Think back to that honeymoon stage when everything was butterflies, forehead kisses, and staying up way too late talking. Now, fast forward to where your relationship is now, and tell us about that one thing from your honeymoon stage that you'd love to restore in your relationship right now.
Let us know in the comments. We need to hear from y'all. When did you get your Brian McKnight back to one on? Let us know, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all like this episode, please like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know what to do. We'll see y'all on the next episode.
Peace.